Lakers were in action last night. They led 108-107 with 7:40 left in the game when Luka Doncic was whistled for a technical foul by referee JT Orr, his second of the game, causing him to be ejected. The Thunder finished the game on a 29-12 run to rout the Lakers. Luka says he was trash-talking with the courtside fan in the fourth quarter. The Lakers lost to OKC last night when an official thought Doncic's words were directed at him. Here's Luka postgame.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it that happened, but I never got a fan ejected, never. But if he's gonna talk, I'm gonna talk back like always. So that had nothing to do with the ref, so I didn't really understand. I mean, it was tough. I mean, we were right there. I think we fought the whole game. We were down 8 at halftime. We came back in the third quarter. We were fighting, man. So it was tough to see that with this kind of situation that happened. And that's on me too. So I can't let my team down like that.
Wendy, did Luka deserve this ejection?
Okay. Interesting way you phrased that question. I don't think he deserved this technical foul. I should point out the referees gave a comment to a pool reporter last night. It was not JT Orr, the referee, that ejected him. It was the crew chief, Tony Brothers, one of the most experienced crew chiefs, and Tony Brothers made it clear that technical was for cursing at the official. They didn't regard Luka's defense as that he was cursing at a fan. I believe Luka that he was cursing at the fan because I don't think there was even a foul on this play. I don't think it was something he would complain about, and he's always cursing at fans. The reason Luka got ejected from the game wasn't the mistake from the ref there. It was because he already had a technical foul for cursing out the same ref. And the referee was very happy to make sure he knew, I'm throwing you out. He got in that situation for the accumulation of technicals in the game. And the reason that the officials are quick to call technicals is because he's always cursing them out. So, was it unfair that he got this technical and was ejected from this game? I say yes. However, does he have to deal with that and earn it because of his reputation, the way he behaves? Yes. And it is unfortunate for the Lakers, who are still very much playing for something, that I think it cost them this game. This was a one-point game. They were ahead by a point on this basket. They crumbled after this. And Luka has a complaint, but he has blame as well.
Yeah, listen, you stole it right from me, Wendy. Number one, he had a technical earlier in the game. So I can't give you any benefit of that when you already had a technical. I know that Monica might say that too. Plus, I'm going to give you a big picture here. This is as a fan, he is impossible to root for. He constantly moans and groans.
There's a whole city that would beg to differ.
You're saying
I understand, but I'm talking about the average fan who doesn't have any rooting interest. Oh, God, he's constantly moaning and groaning at the officials.
When they made this trade, as if this dude has not had the caliber of athlete to be an MVP and take a team to the finals.
So in other words, then because he's great, he's allowed to act like an idiot on the court?
I would love him to curb some of his enthusiasm in this regard. However, let's not play it like Luka not one of them ones in this league.
No, he's a great player. I love him. He's the third best player in the league. I'm not disputing that.
He's just impossible.
I said it again. He's impossible. I didn't say he's not great.
I know.
He is very difficult to root for. Oh, he's constantly talking to the officials.
Wendy, have you heard this around the league at all? Any credence to this?
Well, again, I think it's word usage. Okay. I think at times he's hard to watch because he is constantly, always, every play, and it can be a little bit dispiriting to watch. I think if he's on your team, you love him because and in a way, the way he embraces being the nemesis, the way he embraces being the enemy, he's sometimes risen to have his best moments when he's trying to settle a personal vendetta. That is enjoyable to watch. I'm not sure the word root is correct, but I agree. There are times when I watch him and I see the complaining, and I'm like, please, I can't take it. So I understand what Mad Dog is saying. I think you can root for him if he's on your team.
He's halfway. So Monica and I are halfway on this.
You're so easily irked. It's absolutely.
Mad Dog's icks.
It's unbelievable. Larry Bird, Bob Cousy.
Bird was impossible
They would never do that.
Bird was impossible
I'm moving on so quick.
Right, you may continue.
All right, cool.
Out there, while the Lakers are looking to hold on to that 3 seed, they're going to take on the Mavericks tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. That is Luka Doncic's return to Dallas, a day that every fan has marked on their calendar since he was traded from Dallas to the Lakers early in February. So, Monica, Wendy, joining us now to talk. Luka, what does Luka have to? What does Luka have to show tonight? And I'm sorry, I'm flustered. I can't believe how big this game is.
It's a huge game.
What does Luka have to show tonight in his return to Dallas?
So I think this would be juicier if the Mavs were a contending team. Contending, obviously, for those spots in the postseason, I should clarify. Look, the Lakers need every game. Wendy just demonstrated how disastrous the loss for the Wolves was last night in terms of giving up the 24-point lead. The margin between 3 and 8 is literally a game. Like, they need every game. So not only do I expect the Lakers to go in with a level of focus, I also expect Luka to play well. Sure, there are emotions involved in this one. But I might add, coming off of getting ejected last night, he might be especially mindful of the extra chatter. And of course, again, at the top of the scouting report is how important this game is in terms of their postseason hopes. Because what better way to stick it to Dallas, if that is Luka's a goal at all, than to actually go and win with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wendy, what are you looking for out of Luka tonight?
I'm not sure what we're going to get. And I don't think Luka is either, because this is a guy who thrives on edge and negativity. He wants to curse out the refs. He wants to curse out the opposing fans. He wants to curse out the opposing bench. He's going to come in to the American Airlines Center tonight and get one giant hug from 20,000 fans. They're going to love him. And so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to get from him. The other thing is, Monica points out, they can't just hand him the ball and say, try to score 50. This is a vital game for the Lakers after they lost last night. They do not have home court in the first round locked in yet. They need 2 more victories. And they are a very average road team, and they are an awesome home team. So they got to do what they got to do tonight. And if that means Austin Reeves ends up scoring 35 to win, fine. Luka did not play with a lot of emotion against the Mavericks a couple of weeks ago. It was a little bit in the first quarter, and then it was sort of a flat performance from him. I think he will try to play with more emotion, but he can't focus on that tonight. The stakes are too dramatic. The Mavericks also have something to play for. They're trying to get home court in the play-in. The Sacramento Kings clinched a play-in spot last night. The Mavericks haven't quite done it yet. They're on the verge, but they're still playing for something as well.
I like it. We'll see if Luka can fight through the positivity and have a big game tonight. I'm bringing
That's crazy.
Lewis and Swagoo. Like, this is, I mean, you buy the idea of a revenge game? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. It's look, these guys are human beings. I don't care how much money he makes. I don't care how much the people cheer for him. Look, Luka's issue never was apparently, with the fans and the way he was received there. I mean, he was revered there. There were people burning jerseys. There's death threats. There's all kinds of ridiculous actions, being undertaken by the fan base there against the powers that be in Dallas and the people who are responsible for him not being there. His gripe is not with them. It's with the people who make the decisions there. It's with the team. It's the fact that I'm not there anymore. And now he's going back to his old place, his old arena, in front of his fans. Yeah, they're going to be cheering him on. And if I'm him, and I think like most alpha competitors, they would sit there and look at the bench say, see, they still love me. They still love me here, and this is why they love me, what I'm about to do to you. And see, those kind of personal grievances to me in sports, I love that kind of stuff. I absolutely love that kind of stuff.
Love that.
Because you know what? I played with guys who have had those kind of grievances when they've gone up against former teams, and I see the look that they have in their eye, and I'm like, this is going to be good, and I'm here for it. And I've actually, and I've felt that in different ways. I mean, nothing even close to resembling what Luka has gone through, but it always gives you an extra juice, an extra boost, always.
Swagoo, you fired up for this one?
You going to the game, Swagoo?
Yeah.
I'm not going to the game.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các bạn nha. Mình sẽ giới thiệu cho các bạn về kênh của mình và những video của mình, cho các bạn biết được là kênh của mình là video sáng tạo nội dung về chủ đề gì. Video của mình sẽ làm xuyên suốt về chủ đề cắt dán này. Mình sẽ cắt dán cái sản phẩm như thế này cho các bạn xem.